is questionable.
I will say we were more in the mindset to be able to pass today, which was good to see. All right.
All right, what the fuck is this? What is this live stream? What's going on here?
Let's do this.
Hello.
Hey.
I don't actually know where I want to start here.
Right there.
Do you guys typically have a way that you do this? Like, do you just watch the game 3 times over from everyone's perspective? Or?
Usually I'll just kind of look at my notes, see what perspective to use. You know what I mean?
Well, I have a lot of things for everybody.
Okay.
So I feel like every perspective is important.
Sure.
I think it's probably just a matter of who to do first.
Ooh,
Let me see.
I'll take it for the team. I'll be first.
I can be first if you want.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna let AJ go first. But I do want to start this out by just asking: do you guys? Do you want to get better? Is this like a genuine?
I would like to.
I would like to.
Okay, Parker.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'd like to get better at the team. I want to increase the chemistry.
You want to get better at the...
Say increase, like, go ham sauce with myself, you know?
Okay. So, because a lot of this, I left out a lot of the mechanical stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really talk about, like, because I think all you guys could just be better at aerials or better at dribbles or whatever, but I'm not going to spend a long time saying, like, hey, here's a time when you could have dribbled and you messed it up, but if you don't have, like, the mechanics to facilitate that, then it's not an option right now, and I'm not going to, spend an hour being like, here's how you dribble train. I'd rather just talk about the rotational play as a whole.
Yeah.
But I mainly just asked that because I kind of need the excuse to be mean here because I don't have any nice notes. I'm just going to start with AJ. The main thing I'm going to do here is just point out things that are wrong, or at least that I think are wrong, and you can dispute me on that if you feel like you made the right choice. Like, go ahead and vouch for that, and I can hear you out. And again, if you guys have questions, just go ahead and posit them when you get a chance. But I'm going to just watch this game through 3 times from each player's perspective, and we're going to see what goes down. Let's flip to the AJ page. Right. I don't think you should be coming in this short. There's this idea. I think this is all fine. You could probably have been on the wall, but again, I think it might be a mechanical restriction. So this is all fine. You come in when you need to. This is an in rotation challenge, and now you got to get back. But instead of coming in where the play is right now, you could be going. Oh, where the fuck am I? You could be going out to your left. There's these 3 boost pads, and the ball's going to get past Tyler here. But this short tap here, if you take a dribble or even touch the ball, all 3 of you are now inside this corner, whereas they're going to have an opportunity at the goal. And I think this one ends up working out fine for you. But if you had been, say, at this mid boost at the bottom of the screen, you see Tyler's facing it right now. If you had been at that mid small boost there, you would have had a chance to clang it off the corner or have a better angle at it. Now that everyone is in the corner, everyone has to leave at the same time, and it leads to this weird, like, everyone converging back at the goal again. There's no formulated rotation here. And I think, not that it's all on you because everyone kind of does something here, but you cutting in short kind of sets this all in motion where everyone needs to leave the corner at the same time, and it makes it weird.
Yeah.
So I just recommend coming in a little bit more from the goal itself. Try and return to the goal and then make an attack, unless unless an emergency situation or something like that. But I would recommend getting back to a position and then leading from it, because I think steady footing is probably the basis of everything. Also, after this touch, there's no need to go after this ball. You got Tyler right there. I mean, you can stick around here if you want, but jumping through doesn't really help out. Even if you had hit it over to the left side, I imagine there's no one over there. What? Where's their guy? Never mind, you would have been fine. That's on me.
Can I ask a question though?
Sure.
So in that situation, if he doesn't come back that way, should he swing wide to go back post, or should he go just like forward towards that mid boost?
In this situation where it's going backwards,
I mean, when I'm coming out of the net after he takes that like challenge in the corner. So like here. Should he go towards that mid boost, or should he swing behind Parker?
Well, it kind of depends on what Parker was doing. Parker kind of pushed forward off of this.
Yeah.
So I would have imagined Parker be going towards mid boost. At least in my mind, I wouldn't have thought that Parker would be going back. In which case, I would have just picked up a few pennies like these three here and then rotated back post. So I think in that situation, because Parker's already leaving the corner, Parker's the first one out of the corner, it's on Parker to make the decision. If Parker is deciding to move forward and he's planning for like a counterattack, then AJ has to be the one to fill in his spot at back post. And if Parker was to immediately come to back post, which he kind of is doing now, he kind of did a little hesitation. But if he had been going this way from the start, I would say then, yeah, AJ go towards mid because we'll have two men back.
All right. Thank you.
E. Oh, no. How do I... Still getting used to the controls here.
All good.
So you do this rotation back. There's the flip. And you know Parker's there because you saw him on your screen. This is not your ball.
Deadass. This is not an argument, but I did not see Parker.
Oh.
Fair enough.
That's all right. That's fair then. Then in that case, even though this isn't your ball, I still recommend getting further into the net, because you always want to be pushing out and forward, and coming from this angle, it's going to be more out than forward. See how you can't get a lot of power here? You have to do the side flip, and it doesn't go super far. Had you cut inside the net first, you would have been able to cut back outside the net and get a better bang.
Bye.
But yeah, I would. I get you.
Bye.
All right. Next example is at 105.
All right.
That's a great idea. I don't know if you were trying to shoot it or pass it, but either way, this is a great idea. I think you probably could have been near the wall more, but this is still great positioning. And then coming in over here, if that had been a shot, probably would have been in. And if Tyler had more boost, then he would have been able to get it. Although, after making this play, you see Parker going behind you, stick around over here. Stick around on the right side and rotate wide. Because they're going to have it. I don't know where Parker is at this very moment. It really matters on the comms. But there's Parker right now moving towards the next challenge. And now both of you are coming in at the same time. I would recommend you stick around on right side to see if something comes out of that instead of immediately chasing the ball again. I think that's fine. Now get out of the play. Nope. So these... Let's just take a second to think about what happened. Waited for your chance. Got a good opportunity. Made a great pass. Chased the ball. Probably should have stuck around, but that's fine. Chased the ball. Chased the ball again. Now it's Parker's turn. Chase the ball again. All right, now we got to get out of here, right? Chase the ball again. I think if you had just taken any of those 3 or 4 moments to just back out slightly, get a better angle on the ball, you still might be the guy who has to defend, which I don't know if that's what you guys are planning for, but I think in those moments you're setting yourself up for failure because you never have steady footing. You're never able to approach the play from from a position that makes sense. You're always in this no man's land of like halfway points. And it'd just be easier if you had been out of the play.
Mhm.
Nice. That's fine. Now grab boost. Fair enough. But it's time to leave. AJ, it's time to leave.
Yeah.
Tyler's first, go back post. See, again, I think it's just a matter of positioning. Now, nothing bad happens here off this, but the idea of being like out of the net, like this orange zone that you're in is a weird place to be, and it makes it harder to make saves if the ball's going to come to you. I would much rather have you be in the back corner. Like you see where this triangle that your back wheel is on?
Yeah.
Kind of like right over there in that corner, or even like that halfway point. I don't know.
That's
Can
what
you
I
guys...
like to hear.
Oh, there's no mouse, is there? But there's like a... Here,
I know what you
let me
mean.
Yeah. Back over in the corner. That way you have an angle of pursuit. It's fine. Creeping out a little too far, but that's all right. But because of creeping out too far, now everything's a little weird. I don't know if you would have been able to make that save. Yeah, get into the back corner. Now chase. It's fine. Fine as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
This is one of those moments where I think it's just like it's something that happened. There's another replay I'm going to go to. You're good about seeing an opportunity where you're going to get to the ball first and taking those opportunities. So I think this is just one of those moments where you see the chance to hit the ball, so you just want to hit it.
Yeah, I think it's a mix of 2 mindsets for me. Of as the last man back in a weird situation, I wasn't sure where to go, but I know I should probably just end up going to post and have Tyler have a better angle on it. And
Yeah.
then the thought of, okay, if I just bounce this off wall, Parker's right there to take it then at a better rate.
I would argue the opposite. The wall bounces, like you did this when we were playing twos as well. It's just something to be careful about. These you have to have a lot of control over it. If you're just going to do these horizontal wall bounces near goal, you have to be very sure that your teammate's going to be the one to pick it up. And let's say you had bounced it off the wall there, and the ball came out somewhere over here, right? Parker is now in a race between this guy and that guy to get to the ball first, and that might work out fine, but it's a gamble, right? Whereas Parker just having control of the ball right now, we can see if Parker wins or loses, and we have 2 men back. I think the ramifications of cutting rotation can be fine. Like there's a lot of times when cutting rotation is the best thing to do. But in a lot of situations, if your teammates aren't ready for it, or in this case, you just throw yourself out of position, it makes it weird for everyone because now Parker and Tyler are going to be back, and the only ones back. But all right, you cut the second. That's fine. I'd say in this situation, it's lost. It came up behind you. It's time to change gears. I would go after a bump. I would just rotate out. Tyler's behind. He's ready to go. In these situations, I think being adaptable and then deciding that I'm just going to let my teammate go and cover a different position is more adequate than forcing yourself into the play. Again, these like I feel like you remove yourself from the play just slightly enough to cut back into second instead of fully allowing for someone to take a shot at it. Parker is also in this position. So this idea of coming out, come out this way, Parker is also prepared for this. Now, you cut, so that's fine. Like, you're cutting to second. That's not necessarily bad, and Parker would have to go to right side for this. But you could have also taken a wider stance, maybe gone off ball cam, seen Parker, and then calmed it out. Time to get back. Nice. Chill, pick up mid. Nice. That's all right. That's a weird one to read. The teammate flying over. Now back out. Back out.
It's more just situations that he's like seen us in before.
See, again, cutting into the middle of the net instead of going to back post. Tyler had to kind of dodge you there, whereas if you had gone wide, Tyler has an easy out to just go for the ball.
Similar to how we had done replay reviews in the summer.
That's a tough one.
More just stuff he had seen.
It's all right. Actually, minus the miss, I actually don't think it's that bad that you went for this one. I think you are closer than Tyler, and Tyler just went back to net. I don't think it's necessarily bad that you went for this. It's just that you missed. It is what it is. It's all right. It's a good try.
Good attempt.
I actually like that idea.
Yeah.
I think the idea was to pass back to Tyler there.
Yeah, it was.
And I do like that idea. You happen to be in that position, and in that situation you saw Tyler. I think that's a good thing. But now you need to back out because Parker's behind you. You're still near post. Yeah. So this is what it leads to. These near post, these weird like near post things, just lead to this weird like Tyler's on the backboard. He wants to deal with it, and he should be the one to deal with it because you should be over in the back post, and now you both go and it gets weird. Parker also at near post there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one was one where I wasn't sure if anyone was going, so I'm like, better to have him chase it than just let it drop there.
Sure.
I don't think I saw that something was going.
The double commit doesn't give me as much. I think you should have seen Parker, but it is what it is. It's more just the positioning thing that gets me, where you should be back post or rotating out or rotating wide, allowing for your teammates to. It's like this circle. You want to keep getting the circle going, and these cuts through the circle just make everything jumbled and weird, and it makes it hard for your teammates to know when they're supposed to go. That's on Parker. No, that's on Parker.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
I don't know if you knew Tyler was there. If you didn't, then I can't blame you. But if you did know Tyler was there, then you got to rotate wide.
I might have calmed, either not calmed it or calmed like I was unconfident in it.
I don't think I saw him because I don't think I looked back like towards net.
Sure. I think that's where comms come in really handy, because in these moments, if I'm you right now, I don't really want to double press Y to check, because in the moment of double pressing Y, I don't know, maybe Shadow has jumped back up or done something. I want to keep my eyes on the ball and make a play. So comms are really important to knowing if you have someone back, but shit happens. It's not too bad. Tyler makes the play. No, rotate back post. Yeah, it's these weird like these no man land situations in the net that scare me.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Which part here?
That's fine. You get out. That's all right. I think you could still be a little. Yep, that's all right. Freeze the play. Now again, I still think you're too close to the ball here. I think you need to rotate out to the other side of the field. Yeah, and again, cutting back into second as well. I think this would, depending on where Tyler's at, because maybe this is the correct play and Tyler's not there.
I might have also called him to go forward.
Nah, you were
Okay.
prepared to turn.
Yeah.
Now it's this weird moment where you got a half flip, you had just prepared to go forward, now you got to get back to net again. And now the sidewall hit doesn't go to anyone.
The classic double half flip.
How do I? Oh my god, the fucking controls for this thing are weird.
True.
Rotate wide, rotate wide. That's fine. You're the musty? I think you had a reset there.
Yo, I was captain for a minute? Hell yeah.
Hey, same
Chillin'.
reason I'm currently the captain.
Feeling nice. So, this touch that Tyler makes, it's going far right. And they have two people. That's fine, though. You were the next guy on the ball. Maybe you're going for a weird double or something, but it's going far right.
Oh.
And they have two players that are way closer to this ball than you are. You're at 28 boost. I would recommend you just grab mid, so that way if they have a breakout, they can't grab it. You're already up by 2, and just play it safe. But you go. It works out.
Bye.
In short, back post rotation, keeping an eye on where your teammates are and allowing them to cut in, so that way we don't have this weird, like, 1 and 2 rotation. And then, giving yourself steady footing and coming at the play from like a sturdy position instead of like this weird middle ground area. Let me do.
I know for like the weak side post, strong side post, I am working on that. I do actually. I've been watching defensive videos.
Hey.
Boy.
As far as like the rotation stuff goes, I think it might just be a lack of understanding is the wrong word, but that's what I'm going to use. Lack of understanding of what our rotation is.
That's fair.
Because I know we do.
Bro, same. I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing either.
Yeah, same.
Because the way I understand it, right, is you got first man, second man, third man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Third man stays roughly on midline, kind of following the play back and forth. Entire job is to either take a finishing shot or keep it in offensive zone. First man goes in and digs and tries to get a pop out. Second man goes in for a rebound or a hard shot.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think that's fine in some cases, but I don't like that as a standard of play because that leaves the third man covering 2 sides of the field, and that leaves the second man kind of stationary, just sitting there. I like a more fluid style of gameplay. I can do a rotation thing after this, but I wanna get through this. The other 2 players first. I hate that. This is the fastest way to do it.
Who's next?
We'll do Parker.
All right.
Because I think, honestly, I didn't mind. There were things for you that I wrote down, but I think a lot of them are you trying to cover for like Parker and AJ are doing this like 2-man play.
Yeah.
And honestly, if AJ wants to do the 2-man play, if Parker and AJ want to do the 2-man play, where AJ and him are both cutting back into second man behind each other, that can work. Like me and Troy will do that every once in a while, just because Colin's back or something. But I think this style of gameplay for the full 5 minutes leaves you in a position where you're like stuck, where you either have to make this solo play or be third man in net, and I think that's a waste of your talents.
I also know that sometimes I do just call for them to go.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair too. But we're gonna let's watch let's watch Parker, and then we'll get to you. Why? Yeah.
Oh, the engine noise.
Damn right, it's a cyclone, baby.
That definitely could have been a goal.
Yeah.
It is what it is, though. Grab mid boost. Stay right. Stay behind. Chill. You're not winning that one. Yeah. Right off the bat, with 30 seconds, I can already see that you're very hesitant. So there's this weird moment of the same thing happened with AJ, but AJ kept going. Like AJ kept on moving and like going towards the ball. It's a little too ball chasey, but you're like the opposite.
Yeah.
You do this hesitant, I don't know if I want to go yet, like letting them hit it to you. But instead of letting them hit it to you from a position you're comfortable with, you like stick in this middle ground, like in case they miss it or something. Where I think it's much better just to get to a position like right after this play here. So this fuck up. It is what it is. Okay, it's not your ball anymore. Cool. Grab the boost. Now you should already have made a decision. You're either going forward, grabbing boost, hoping for a pass up, or you're gonna rotate back post. But it's like this weird, like slow. Like if that ball had gone through them and had rolled in front of the net, you can't touch it because anywhere you touch it from where you are right now just scores it. But if you had just boosted to back post, you would have been behind them. You can make a play on the ball.
Yeah.
Now you're in back post. Now you're chilling. AJ cuts you off. That's all right. AJ for sure wants the ball here. He's itching for it. Now he's not itching for it. Okay. Pick up that mid boost. Even if because Tyler's long gone, he's gonna grab their boost. I get the idea of if he comes back, he can pick it up, and you do have enough boost. But I guarantee you, if I put on fly right now, or if I let this play continue, there's gonna be a blue guy coming from your side picking that boost up. Yep.
Oh hey!
You'd rather pick up the mid boost so he can't have it. His rotation's gonna be fucked because he right now is right like inside your guys' goal. He's gonna be coming back. You already picked up this one. If Tyler had been near the mid boost, kind of grab it, then fine, let him have it. But since Tyler's chasing it, I would consider just pick up that mid boost. Also, it allows you to not be here. I think it's much better to have you as a second man on the right wall in case the ball comes back to it, and allow AJ to be the left man for the shot. But this weird position that you're in now makes AJ be the back man, but now you're all on the right side of the field. No one's on the left side.
Yeah.
It's alright, you make a play on it, grab the boost, back out. Okay, that's fine, you're gonna chase, that's alright. Again, the hesitation, you should have either just gone after the ball or gone to be a defensive man. Now you and AJ are like really close to each other.
Am I too close for defensive man right now?
In this situation, so you make a play, you're backing out, it's AJ's turn. Now you can do two things. You can either stay on right side, go closer to mid boost and hang out in the upper right quadrant, or you can boost past the left side to be the second man behind Tyler, and be defensive man / make a play on the ball if he misses. You decide to go to left side, so now it's your turn. Right in this moment after that flip, you should have already been chasing the ball or going back.
Okay.
Right here. You can just go straight after the ball. AJ is facing towards you. He's backing out. You can just go chase the ball right now, or you could back out towards mid. But I think you're not really at mid. You're in this half section. You should be behind that boost or closer to that boost.
Okay.
If you wanna not be on the ball. That's yours. You have time. Try. Good try. Now back out. I'd say just grab some boosts. Yep. Chill. Your turn. Could be a better shot.
Yeah.
Where's Tyler right now?
I'm right here.
Tyler's back.
Yeah.
Okay. Chill. So in what we've seen so far from this situation, Parker goes.
Okay.
Parker backs out. AJ goes. AJ stays on. Parker goes. Parker, and then AJ goes. Parker's going to back out. AJ and Parker are both on the same side, and they're both still in the play too close. No one's covering the right wall. AJ forces himself to cover the right wall, and now Parker's in a weird position, and it gets weird. That was AJ Parker, AJ Parker, AJ Parker.
All right.
And that's fine. If you want to do a two-man play, that's fine, but I think you guys are either too close to each other or not covering other sides of the field, so your passes don't go to anyone, a.k.a. Where's that fucking moment? Right here. Now there's no one on the right side to make this shot. This is a beautiful pass. Right there. There should be someone already on that ball. This is a beautiful opportunity. But I don't know if maybe Tyler should already be pushing, but if he does and he misses, all three of you are inside their net. Like all three of you are in the upper quadrant. No one is covering back. Good landing. Back out. I think you should have called AJ off on that. You had a much better touch.
Okay.
Pick up the mid or back boost. All right, yeah, I'm with it. But now you don't know what to do. Now you don't know what to do with yourself.
I know. I put all this energy into blowing this dude out, and I'm like, all right, now what?
Got him. There. You just have to make a decision. You either pick up the boost and immediately jump towards the ball and just make a play, or you grab it and then you rotate back post. But instead you grab it and you're like, all right, now I'm second man.
Tyler, how are you vibing? How are we vibing here?
Back post, chill. He's going to touch it. You can wait for him. Nice. It's all right. So this is just a bad aerial. I'm not going to focus on it.
Yeah.
You get this touch, and he's going to beat you here. For sure.
Yeah.
So you probably just jumped to, like, maybe he hits it into you, or maybe you get a touch on it, just trying for it. Okay, that's fine. But it doesn't work out. Instead of cutting back towards where the ball is and cutting back towards the play where both your teammates are, go across. Their boost is probably open. It is. And this guy's in the net. Try and get a demo and just grab their boost and then rotate to third man. Because that way, Tyler and AJ can have a two-man play. But now that you come back into here and everyone's all in there, Tyler does not have an opportunity to go. If he goes, now all three of you in the corner.
This is true.
But you're back, you're chilling. AJ cut second, that's fine. I don't think both of you should be over here. This is a one-man job. You guys are like 2 guys carrying a 2x4. We can put one of you somewhere else.
On a second 2x4.
Yeah. It's alright.
Oh, my four
Shit
man.
happens. Tyler makes a touch. Yep, sure you can go.
Such.
But you have no boost. Time to get out of there. Time to get out of there. Time to leave. Time to leave. Time to leave. Okay, back post. Get steady.
Fucking funny to me.
It's alright. Shit happens. You could have had it. It was close. Oh, I am watching Park. You guys have the same decal and topper. I thought I was watching AJ for a second.
Now Parker's got the
Boost.
green.
Yeah, Parker's got the green spring.
Oh, I see. Nice, good aerial. Now grab back right if it's there. It's not there. Good. Chill. Should be back post or backboard.
Okay.
You do neither.
Bad landing.
It's all right.
Yeah, crash landing.
Go back to net.
Right.
You have 30 right now. I think this is a weird hesitation moment. So this ball is really slow.
Yes.
And you can, I think, I mean, yeah, you could go backboard here, and you could just go backboard and jump off backboard to make a play. But I think you had the time. If you had looked not at the ball, there's no one on this shit. All their guys are back there.
Yeah.
So take a peek down. You can just do a 180 here and then pop it. You could catch it. But instead, you're kind of playing it safe, which is fine. You want to play it safe. But if you have peek down, there's no one near.
This was a misread on my end, honestly. I thought it was going wall.
Oh, I see. All right, never mind then. Nice. Go back post. Go back post. Near post, that's fine. Guess you'll go. But you have no boost now.
I was so upset about that.
So this is a good pass and a good shot. But it wasn't created by you guys. It was created by the chaos of the universe. Parker was not back post. A double commit happens. He has no boost. He misses that boost. He gets bumped off this one. And he's like, well, damn. And now he's got to land and go somewhere. So he just picks up this one, and it happens to roll to him. This was not like a created play. This just, like, came to be. And I think you guys would be a lot better if you had created plays that happen. But nice shot, though.
We do have to get some fucking plays in.
Their boost, it's fine. Do not go to the left side of the field here.
Okay.
You got this boost. That's good. AJ's over there. Tyler's about to be over there. Grab the right mid or stick around this area. Probably not this far forward. Probably back closer to mid. But don't go to the left side of the field. Now we have AJ in that corner. We have Tyler in that corner, and you just cut AJ off.
Yeah.
Nice, good read. Nice.
Good save.
Grab back left, chill, stay behind on left side. It's all you. It is what it is. Shit. It is what it is. But in that case, in this case of shit happening, some whoopsie daisies. This play obviously did not go to plan. Right here, it's Jover. It's Jover. You had your chance. It's done. So right here, get the fuck out of there. It's
right.
no longer your ball. I mean, even in a case where it might be your ball, to me it's like, all right, man, all right, I gotta go get boost and fucking recenter because nothing good's gonna come from being like, fuck it, I'll just jump again. Nah, get out of there, grab some boost, recenter yourself. But now you're back to second again.
Yeah.
Which I think you should have backed out for Tyler, but it's fine. You're here now. This is okay.
But, Your
Works out
Honor,
fine.
my client claims whoopsie daisy.
Go back post. Chill for a bit. Someone should be right side right now. AJ is. Works out fine, and then we all know how this story ends. In short, pick a position you want to be in. Do not do this middle land, no man's land shit.
Okay.
And recenter yourself by grabbing boost and removing yourself from the play. I think you and AJ both do this a lot where it's not even, I don't even know if it's like a I want to redeem myself thing, but you're closer, so you want to make a play. But no, your time is done. You have done what you need to do. Time to get out.
Now seeing it from both Parker and I's view, can I make a request of Tyler, weirdly enough?
Hit me with it.
It was
So after seeing like just how often just Parker and I just fucking go in and cook, right?
Yeah.
Can you make the call out of go you two cook less?
Okay.
get out of the kitchen.
Well,
Get out of the kitchen.
I do call it a lot.
For me mentally at least, right?
Yeah.
Oh, when Tyler says you two cook, that is the equivalent of him giving me his blessing to just fucking go for it. And I shouldn't have that kind of unrestricted on my gameplay. Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
That's fair.
I think you two. I think it's a matter of understanding when a play has come to an end. Do you guys know the idea of like danger levels
Theoretical physics.
in chess and shit?
Yeah.
No.
It's like you put a pawn out to the center, and now there's 3 pieces on both sides, like attacking and defending the piece. Shit is crazy, and it could explode at any moment. Rocket League has similar things. If the ball is at a loose point with an opponent with a lot of boost, the danger level's high. He could pop it high. He could go for a dribble. He has many opportunities. In those cases, you can either challenge him immediately, not give him any time, or back off and take it slow. There's these ideas of like when a play comes to the end, it's like a danger level being high and then moving back to a low danger level. And it's a matter of understanding when you're safe to go do something else and using that opportunity to remove yourself.
Yeah.
You've done what you needed to do. You became the second man. You made a play on the ball got away from you. You are no longer in the play now. You can stick around if Tyler's close and he's like, it looks like he might pass. Sure, you can stick around for a little bit, but your main focus should be, do I have enough boost? Am I in the right position? Because your time on the ball is now done. Stop thinking about the ball. The ball doesn't exist right now. It's someone else's problem. And as soon as you get boost and you're in a good position, now it's your problem again. I don't. Do you guys have callouts? Tyler, do you do the YouTube cook?
Yeah, quite a bit.
All right.
A lot of the time when I see myself in the back, I'm just like, yep, go.
I think in the future, YouTube cook should be a singular play. If you guys are digging into the corner and just like trying to get a pop out, that can go on for a while. But as soon as that ball pops out and Parker maybe has a chance at it or not, now YouTube cook should be over. Okay. Tyler should come in. Let's watch Tyler's. Oh, dude, if you had landed properly on the wall, that would have been schnazzed. This idea of, like, keeping it close to you is good, and if you had landed a little bit higher because that crunch brought you down, you could have immediately popped it to mid, but that's a good idea. So Tyler pops out. Probably a little too long without looking at the ball. Now you're a little too far from the play, but that's fine. I think it's better to make a decision to either be on the ground or on the back wall.
Okay.
So you're kind of like sticking on this corner for a while. I think if you go back wall and it goes over you, that's fine. If you're on the ground and it goes over you, that's fine. But it's really hard to make a good play when you're in this weird middle ground.
Mm-hmm.
I see the idea. I don't think you should go after this one.
Okay.
So this is fine. It's like it's a pass forward. You're gonna try and take the dribble or do something with it. That's fine. You make a touch here. But that landing did not do you favors. So now you gotta like readjust yourself to it.
On that, should I just even bypass taking a touch, putting it towards them, and should I just rotate back instead towards back post?
At what point do you mean?
Once my
like
car is turned on the ground, like that.
I think I mean, you'd have to listen to see if there's engines near you to see if someone's close. But yeah, I think in a general sense, this is going to be really hard. Like, how are you going to continue a play here?
Yeah.
You might pop this. Maybe there's a guy coming after the ball right now, and you just barely beat it over him. But that's not the case. So I think right here, I mean, you were already turning to go back to it. You see your wheels are already, like, you were already planning, I'm going to be on the ball now. I think in this case where, like, I'm kind of past it now. It's not going to work.
Yep.
You just got to back out. I think go back to back left and then defensive position. I think you get a 50 here, though. Yep, that works out fine. And they miss it. I love the little camera wiggle.
I love positive reinforcement for things I shouldn't be doing.
So in this case, that guy didn't go.
Yeah.
Or if he did, he was super slow. Yeah, he didn't go. I think take a quick peek over to the left side to see if someone's going to be challenging you. Because if he is, then you're on the right path. Mm-hmm. But if he isn't, then you have time to grab his boost and pop it back to the center as well. But now you're sitting with 12, and it's difficult.
I know sometimes, especially with like how poorly historically I am with kickoffs, I know I will literally just go, all right, this is what I'm going to do for kickoff. This is my plan no matter what happens. So I need to work on like seeing what happens before making that decision.
Sure. It's I think, do you guys have a general idea of what you want to do on kickoffs, or do you just play it by ear from what happens after the kickoff?
Depends for who's going. Like, sometimes I will call if I'm trying to hit it a direction. AJ's really good about calling a direction. Parker will if he feels confident one way or the other. But I feel like a lot of us, like, I feel like AJ's the only one who consistently, like, puts it where he's saying.
Yeah, sure. I know for me, my go-to is always whatever side I'm on is what I'm trying to direct it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Tyler calls out that he's creeping. In that case, I try to just keep it right where it is.
I don't think that... Well, I guess it depends on what your face-off strengths are, because if you're better at putting it behind you or better at putting it to the opposite side, then it really changes everything. But in my head, I feel like it's almost never a good idea to have the guy on the same side as the guy taking the corner kickoff to creep. I think it should always be the guy on the opposite side.
Usually I'll do it from opposite side anyways. Yeah,
opposite side creep is a great idea, but I think near side creep is almost never a good idea unless you're trying to like break their brains. But either way, you're here now. You're on the left side. You are where you're supposed to be. Unfortunately, that boost didn't spawn. It is what it is. Now back out. Get some boost. Check on the ball. Nice. Still a little too far from the play here, I think. So this idea of like grabbing this boost, I think it maybe is just because you weren't gonna grab it unless you flipped. But if you had just picked up the boost normally and already been turning, you would have been at midfield by now. Nice, good toss. Great look, almost. Time to back out. I think you go for mid boost here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going too deep there.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the time, especially at like this level, I get worried that they're just gonna kind of clang it and no one's gonna be back.
Yeah, well, I think it also it's tough. I mean, AJ and Parker are doing this two-man play, so it feels like as the third man, you should be being a third man. It's just I think the general lookout. It's not bad to be safe, but the general
Yeah.
lookout of going back to your side of the field is a little too reserved. You could be taking your chances, taking a couple pennies.
Mhm.
Are you comfortable doing like if they clang the ball, can you do a like what is it called, a shadow aerial? You know, like you're not like challenging the ball forward to make a save. You're like challenging the ball towards the net to hit it above or away. Are you comfortable with
I
that?
can. I'm not the most comfortable with it, but I feel like I can if I really need to.
Okay. Then maybe it's not as bad of an idea. But yeah, keep your eyes open for if you don't need to go all the way back. This has been getting me watching you play. Are you trying to do a diagonal flip?
I think sometimes I'm trying to speed flip, sometimes I'm trying to diagonal flip. I'm still trying to figure out which way to
Sure.
do it.
No biggie.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I think I said this with Parker as well and with AJ. Just like let people know that you're doing it, because I was
All right.
like, yeah, you need to practice that shit in game to really
Yeah.
like fully get it. So I'm not. Yeah, that's all right.
Okay.
That would have been sick. I think you call a pass back here for sure, or
Yeah.
keep control of it, because I bet you there's a guy coming right now. Yeah.
Oh, hello. Yeah, I should definitely either take a touch towards that wall for Parker or pass it right to Parker, I think.
Yeah, I think jump at the ball and just like hit it with your wheels backwards, a soft
All right.
touch backwards, just gives Parker the advantage in a 50-50.
Yeah.
So in those situations, I mean, it's a tough call because, you know, what if you hit it and Parker doesn't read it and it goes away from him? Now you
Yeah.
fucked everything. But definitely a better chance to take the risk there, I think.
I think part of that might be I don't know about everyone, but I know at least I have a fear of back passes. I think that's just from years of sports.
That's fair.
Like not putting it towards your net's bad. Don't put it towards your net, bad.
Sure.
I feel like that hesitancy for a lot of us comes from that.
All right, that makes sense, but y'all need to get over it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Back passes are good. As long as you're not fucking it up. And you're going to fuck it. It's like these diagonal flips or the half flips or whatever. You're going to fuck it up. It's going to suck. And then you're going to get good at it. And it's going to be a great tool.
Okay.
Parker should be here.
Oh, hi.
Oh, Parker's chilling. Okay. This.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah.
Yeah, should definitely be back post here. This is a weird position because if this guy hits that off the wall, you're gonna have a bad time trying to save that.
Yeah.
Also, AJ's here, but you're chilling.
I don't like that I'm facing outward there.
I don't like that all three of you are on the left side of the field right now.
That's fair.
And I mean, it wouldn't be that bad if Parker had gone to the right, but now that you're all around the left side, this is
Yeah.
really weird. It's just weird. It's like tough to know exactly. Like in this situation, right? Let's say AJ misses that and it's your ball.
Mhm.
Parker's about to turn left. You clang that off the corner. No one is there for you.
Yeah.
There's no one to pass to, and now you have to make a solo play. I think I would much rather be like near midfield. Like if AJ had missed this and then you were you were like here,
Okay.
then you can shadow that to the corner, and it works out, right? Like it's gonna be your ball next, but now all you are here. Like, I just don't like the idea of someone clanging and beating an
Yeah.
entire team. Chill. Nice, it's your turn. See, now Parker's on the right side. Parker moves back out. Now you might have someone to pass to.
Yeah.
Now it feels good. Good attempt. Time to get out. Oh, okay. No one was on that. I don't know what just happened with the camera.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that happened in game.
This, see, now this is good. Now I don't like how close Parker and AJ are,
Yeah.
but had one of them been near midfield when this is going on, then AJ can chip this like off the backboard, make a shot, take a pass out mid, and you're the closest to the ball in that case. This is good positioning.
Okay.
Oh, you could have definitely just chased that ball
Yeah.
to the corner. Yeah, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, you beat that guy for sure. I think the moment that you see him not boosting, like you're like, oh, I don't know right now, but then you see him, like the ball is past him and he's not boosting, immediately just turn left and carry
Yeah.
that off the wall.
I wonder if part of that was me seeing both of them and then just kind of seeing AJ kind of pointed in that direction. So
Sure, you
my
don't
mind
wanna
just kind of
clump up.
didn't. Yeah.
I got
But
you.
I should still go towards the corner regardless.
Yeah. Well, I think it's one of those things where someone, even in a weird situation, someone has to enforce a rotation.
Yeah.
And this is going to happen with you guys as you learn how your rotation works. That people are going to make mistakes. It happens during the learning process. But someone needs to be enforcing the rotation, because if everyone's like, oh, I don't know, or maybe I should go or I shouldn't, then no one's in rotation and there is no rotation. Someone just has to enforce it. And AJ enforces rotation. Parker will enforce rotation by just cutting to second man. They're like, I'm here now.
Mhm.
And that's fine. That's why after watching those, I'm like, I don't think you should do that, but you're here now. You've become the second man.
Yeah.
Eh. It is what it is.
Tried to get too fancy there, I think.
Nice, good backboard play. Now get back to net. Okay, it's your turn. Ooh. This is a good idea. Nice. Nice going backboard.
Thanks.
But in that case, I think you should stay backboard.
Yeah.
No, it's AJ shouldn't have went either. I think you guys are both out of rotation here. But this situation, grab the boost.
Yep.
I think you're still turning a little too early here. You could be a little higher up. But if someone makes a shot, you can make the save off the backboard.
Yeah.
And you know AJ's in the net. So I think AJ has a better chance of jumping out towards the ball. It's a lot weirder to like sideways hop off of the backboard and then make a flip. So I think just chilling on the backboard's a better case there.
If I stay backboard there and I see AJ start to go for it, should I stay backboard where I am or should I try to go backboard to back post?
Depends on how AJ's things
Okay.
go. So if let me just back up a second. So there's a moment before you turn. That's good. Okay. AJ's gonna go here. You could chill this hexagon that you're pointed at.
Yeah.
Like this, like you see where these, like you're on a hexagon, there's a hexagon above and then the hexagon in front.
Yeah.
Where those guys intersect, that line there is a pretty good place to be. Somewhere in this tri-hexagon area is a good place to be.
Okay.
Probably a little higher up. If AJ goes here, let's say you stayed on backboard and AJ goes. If he misses, now the ball rolls up and you're already on backboard, you can make a play.
Mhm.
And if the ball had gone sideways, then you can go to back post and make a play. So it just really depends on how the ball goes.
Cool.
Nice, back post, chill. It's alright. Could have waited longer. Beats for a pass. Were you intending that to be a pass here? Did you see Parker?
I had seen Parker. I don't remember if I intended it to be a pass or not.
Either way, beat the man. Nice.
Yeah, I could have literally just been trying to beat him. And then dribble either towards Parker or maybe even a pass towards Parker. I'm not sure.
It works out. Either way, I think the idea of that play going to the right is the best opportunity.
Okay.
It's a lot harder as a defender to deal with something in a shadow position.
Yeah.
So hitting it from the right side to the left side is a lot harder for the goalie to deal with than a straight challenge. Had this ball gone to the left and Parker had been on the left, this guy has a way easier chance of like coming across net to make a save.
Yeah.
So I think going to the right, good choice. Could have taken your time there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I still think you need to rotate wide or go for bumps here.
Okay.
Because you're not making a play on the ball right now.
Yeah.
The ball's too far from you, and even if you did, you'd have to either rock it off the backboard or risk scoring in your own net. So I think right here you have a phenomenal opportunity just to turn right and bump both of their guys.
Yeah.
I think looking for those opportunities to bump on the back check is something that you guys should be looking at. Parker makes a great save. Take your time for the dribble. Nice. Were you trying to wave dash catch that?
Let me see. Can you?
This little pop here. So you do this like jump.
I might have been. I might have been.
You're getting pretty fancy with it. I'd say you could just
too
like
big
catch
for my
the ball and get a
britches.
flick. Yeah, just go for a flick. You fucking destroy this guy. If this guy turns way too early,
It might have been.
if you
I don't know if it was
if
meant
you
for a
just-
wave dash catch or a wave dash bump, but I was trying.
if you just don't jump here and catch the ball on top of your car and then flick it, that guy's fucking done. Nice, good demo. Back out. Yep. AJ's turn. A little too far now, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think the idea for the bump may have brought you too far here.
Yeah.
And in which case, do not turn left towards play because Parker's here. Turn out of play to be like this idea of like back post can work for like the midfield as well. You know, you want to be like facing the play, coming at it from the back end. It's okay.
Alright.
Back out. AJ cuts. It's all right. Half flip. I think you're lucky that this guy didn't go for it right away.
Yeah.
I think you gave him a lot of time on this corner bounce. And then we all know how this ends.
Jedi mind trick.
Oh, how long has it been? Have we been doing this for an hour?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We have.
Hour 10.
Shit.
No, it's better than an
I don't-
hour.
No, it's an hour.
I don't think I want to do another replay then, because that'd be
Okay.
another hour. I'm gonna let you guys know the stats I wrote down, and then I'm gonna do a real quick rotation thing. Out of the replays that I saw, and I only kept track of being in and out of rotation for challenges. So there were many times that you guys were out of rotation, but you weren't on the ball and it didn't amount to anything. In terms of challenging, Tyler's in rotation 89% of the time, Parker 70% of the time, and AJ 63% of the time. In terms of shots, Tyler's bad to good shot ratio is a fifth. So 20% of the shots that you make are good, whereas 80% of them are bad.
Yep.
Parker has a 1 in 7. I don't know what the percentage is for that. And then AJ also has a 1 in 5. If you guys can get better at clanging the ball on net when you have the opportunities to, it'd be good. And then all around, you guys need to be looking for teammates for passes more.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to come with rotation. Because right now, with how scrambled of a mess it is, it's really hard to be like, yeah, he's mid, I'll pass to him. If you don't have the rotation there, he's not going to be mid. You don't have someone to pass to. And I think the idea of purely waiting for like it to come out of the corner is too basic. You guys need to be forcing it out to mid to a teammate. You need to be chipping it off the backboard, just doing something different, because that's what happens a lot in these plat to diamond matches. Is that okay? I bring it to your corner, you stuff me. You bring it to my corner, I stuff you. I bring it to your corner, you stuff me, and it just this back and forth. If you throw in like I just rocket the ball to the right side of the field and Parker's going to pick it up, they have to change their entire rotation. They have to go clockwise. Now they got to go counterclockwise, and it's gonna fuck them up. Let me do a quick thing here. How do I? How do I do this?
What are you trying to do?
This?
Oh, and that's paint coming out.
Let me plug in my mouse. Resize 75. When we go pencil, and then make that size fucking big boy, and we'll make you guys blue.
Cool.
All right. So the idea, the rotation I want to give to you is pretty basic, but it's really good. It got me from diamond to champ, and it almost got me into GC. It's called the 2-in-1. At any time, there's going to be 2 players on one side of the field and 1 on the other. In an offensive rotation, that means guy with the ball here, teammate either here or here. So let's just say here, play it safe.
Yep.
And then third man here. You're always going to make this triangle. Ball goes up. It's this guy's responsibility. If it's shallow, this guy can come in. If it's wide, this guy can come in.
Okay.
If the ball goes wide, and now it's going to be this guy's problem, he's going to rotate through, and this guy's going to become this one, and now we have a 2-in-1 here, here, and here.
Okay.
Wherever the ball is, you have 2 men. One of them on the ball, one of them behind the ball, and wherever the ball isn't, you have 1 man. So it's always going to become this circle where ball goes this way, guy challenges, rotate behind. Now ball goes this way, guy challenges, guy goes behind. The idea is if you're 1 man, you're always going to be doing this circle pattern where you challenge and go behind. Or if you're on this side, you challenge and you go behind. You're always doing this circle motion. And as a second man, if you are behind the guy with the ball, you are always filling in to where you need to be. If it goes shallow, you're becoming the first man. If it goes wide, you're becoming the second man. If it becomes, the third man.
Yeah.
But always keeping a triangle, always doing circles. And then in a defensive rotation, let's say the ball is coming down this way. It's always usually have 1 man who made a challenge who's behind the play. But that second man challenges early, or lets the first man catch up to him, whichever is prominent, and then the third man is coming behind. So it's always going to be challenge, rotate behind, and then either challenge or rotate behind. And then you're just going to do the same thing in net. If the ball comes...
If you set color 2 to red, you can just use your right mouse click.
Color 2? Oh. Yeah. Can right... Yo, Tyler. So if the ball's coming this way, which often a lot of playing diamonds, it's always going to be this like sidewall trying to get it over, trying to do these chip shots here. It is always going to be first man challenge. Second man can, if that ball goes out, then he's going to be the guy here, whereas the third man's going to be the guy on the opposite side. And if the challenge doesn't work, then this guy's going to come in and fill for him. This guy's going to come in and fill for him, and then you're going to do this rotate wide situation where you're not only looking for demos, but you're also just becoming the third man. The great part about being the first man and having the challenge work is either you're still on the ball, or even if you're not, you are the guy who's going to get passed to. If AJ makes a challenge right here and the ball goes to the wall, he stays on. But if he makes a challenge here and the ball goes out over here, great. Now we have a challenge this way, and AJ's just going to follow the play up, and you make this cross play or a shot. You're always going to have a guy filling in for the other. The idea is to just do the circle pattern over and over, constantly looking for either demos or forward passes. That's the basic. That's what I do.
So, the man 2, at least on like offensive, just so I understand it, is more of kind of a reserve, kind of like fill in where needed, and third man's more of the like take the shot. First man's kind of get it towards the net.
It really just depends on how it goes. If this pass works how it's supposed to, which is either a cross or an off the backboard, then this is the main guy who's going to be making the shot. Sure. But more often than not, this shit gets caught up in the corner. I'm sure you guys have had this a lot before where you're doing this back and forth of like this situation. And what this removes, what the 2-and-1 removes, it removes this idea of one going in and then going to 2. We don't want to do that. We don't want this to happen. We want one to go in, and if it comes back, we want him to rotate through for demo and allow 2 to come in and then 3 to follow behind. But yeah, if the pass goes as it's supposed to, if it goes this direction, 3 is going to come in, and then 2 is going to become. So this guy's going to become the third as he rotates through, and then the third's going to become the first, and the second's going to stay as the second. Now, if it came back the other way, second would still maintain this idea of like defensive, but more often than not, he becomes the first because this shit gets all tied up over here, and this happens a lot more than this idea. Because if this idea works, you should be scoring.
Okay. Follow-up question on that.
Sure.
If first man, hits it in, goes to that front left corner, right? Other side. That's right. Yeah, up there. It goes up there, it gets challenged, right? And there's an opportunity to sweep through and dig it and try to get it just center. Should that first man take it, or should the first man give it to the second?
Are you talking about if there's like a 50 and it stalls out?
Yeah.
Oh, if it stalls out, it's still the first man's ball. He's not done with it.
Okay.
Yeah, we do not. What we don't want is we do not want both of these guys in the corner.
Okay.
If this guy gets a 50 and it stalls out, even if it's not his ball anymore, it's going to take him a while to like get out of there unless he like grab the boost. We would much rather have it, if it stalls out, that he just keeps doing this until either it goes this way or this way, in which case now we're back to something we know.
Mm-hmm. Got it. All right. I get it.
Circle patterns. Goes in, rotate out. It goes in, you rotate out. Same idea. Goes in, you rotate out. Or the opposite. Goes in, you rotate out. Always circles, always wide. We want to eliminate, unless someone gets put out of position, shit like that happens. Like you and AJ practicing 2-man plays is not a bad thing. Every once in a while, your third man has to go get boost. And now it's just a 1 and a 2. In which case, instead of doing this really close thing, you should be closer to the right side of the field from your guy, because even if they get possession over here and they start bringing it through, this guy's back. Now you rotate in, everyone's going to rotate through, and you're doing this like wave, this circle. You just keep doing the circle. If it's clockwise, you go clockwise, and I feel like it eliminates a lot of those double commits. It eliminates a lot of those like weird 2-man plays where you guys are just like doing this circle in the corner, and then and then Tyler's like, uh, you know, he doesn't exactly know what to do. I like it a lot better if we're just doing circles. But yeah, that's the idea. Sorry for fucking doing that for an hour and a half,
No,
but
it's all
yeah.
good.
I expected a whole practice. I mean,
Well, hey man, if my dad hadn't had to change flights and I started earlier, I would have went over that other replay.
Yeah.
Because Tyler plays like a completely different person.
yeah.
In the second replay, let me get my notes on it. Actually, I'm gonna
Why don't we call that Battle Bus Tyler? It's different.
I'll just read you guys the different idea. So for this first replay, for Tyler, I wrote down too far from play. It can work if Parker and AJ solve their 2-mans. Terrible landings, need more power on attacks, chances to dribble not taken. For Parker, I wrote too stagnant, doesn't move with the play, but rather attempts to let it come to him. Needs to adjust positioning to where he can affect the ball, not sit. Uses boost too much, needs to flip more, and then get out, get in, get out, get in. And for AJ, I wrote too involved. If a teammate is coming, need to readjust. Too focused on the ball and not the play. Work on aerials. Either too forward for a pass or too close. Find the sweet spot and call it out. But then it's way different. On Tyler's second replay, the idea of too far from the play, I just wrote down for the second replay all over the place. Great ideas for the solos, but can't connect the team plays. Which is completely different. He was not being third man in the second replay. He was just fucking charging in.
Fair enough.
It was way different. I wish we had time, but
Yeah, I
it's all
feel
good.
like a lot of the time when I end up like playing a lot of third man like first game, I will be complete and total opposite second game and then just find that sweet spot by the end of the session.
Yeah. But it takes too long. It's like
Yeah.
one game third man, second game third man, third and fourth game I'm going fucking ham, and then the fifth and sixth game I'm like sort of figuring out, and on the seventh game it's like, all right guys, I gotta go bed.
EP. Hungy EP.
EP.
Were
do
you here
guys
when I was
have
talking
any
about
Hungy EP?
that? Yeah.
No.
Can we get Parker and I's notes for the second game?
Oh yeah. Let me rock it. Sorry. I just thought it was funny, Parker, that Tyler played like a fucking madman on the second one. The notes for you guys. For Parker, I wrote down too ball focused, doesn't view the play as a whole, terrible positioning and boost management, needs to learn defensive rotations and get out of the corner. For AJ, I wrote mechanics, check your surroundings, use your boost, take your time, be adaptable, and chip and bang the ball. I think for Parker, it was the same sort of hesitant play, except he also wasn't grabbing boost. And then for you, it was a similar being too involved with the play, which is why it was the check your surroundings, except the fact that the opportunities you did have with the ball, you just kind of threw them. You'll just kind of like flip into the ball instead of seeing that you have a moment and then either banging it or trying to pass it.
Okay.
So similar stuff for both. You guys kind of played the same. The only difference being that Tyler forced you guys to stop doing 2-man plays because he was very involved. A little too much, honestly.
That's a nice way to put it.
But yeah, you guys have any questions? I know that's a lot of information to try and take in and actually use.
It's great
I think
not being the
if
guy who
any-
watched all the replays.
Yeah, bro, hours put into this.
Oh,
but
I
I
know.
would say if you were to remember anything from this, I would say just remember rotations.
Yeah.
I think the thing that pissed me off the most watching was I can watch all of you individually and be like, why are you going? What are you doing? But then I watch everyone else's and it's the same thing. So all of you don't really have like a purpose or a place. There's like this like tangled mess of just like seeing the play moment by moment instead of seeing the play as a whole. And I think if you guys just figure out the circular rotations, rotating in, rotating out, taking your time with the ball and getting out of there, not only are you going to boost start the fuck out of them, but you're going to have fresh legs. You're going to have fresh opportunities. You're going to be able to change the play up. If you guys just keep being stagnant and not really sure where you're supposed to go, it leads to a lot of dead plays. So I think rotations are number one priority. If you're going to think about anything, just think about the circles.
All right.
Got it.
So how is everyone's